welcome back to Interview with the Vampire. First two episodes were back-to-back, very solid, and I enjoyed them a lot, so let's go. I apologize for everything looking so plain right now. I'm in the process of moving. Episode 3 is my very nature that of the devil. Maybe it doesn't have to be. We'll see.
The Louisiana Purchase was signed to. Pennywise, Frank Foolish.
We can eat animals and be okay. Rats, cats, cattle.
Is okay what you desire, Louis? Shall we walk the night?
So it's not even like they're
Should we be
completely reliant on humans. It just makes them feel better. It just tastes better.
Every one of them is capable of abomination, even the ones worthy of admiration. Shakespeare, Brahms.
But so are all vampires, as you seem to relish in.
You refer to them as they to get on my better side.
Well,
Try something.
maybe.
Well, share.
Stealing from his mother for a new suit.
Petty larceny.
Starts with a suit, certainly be knocking over banks.
Yeah, that is kind of shitty, but not deserving of death, I don't think.
Ah, yes, it's the angel of starvation passing over us.
Steals from unfortunates, breaks into tenements, and robs them of their meager possessions.
And does that meet your satisfaction?
It sort of means mine. Thank you. Alright, well, let's do this.
But don't mind the shaking. I've snapped his spine. It's merely his nerves spasming.
Okay, I was just wondering, is all.
Well, go on.
Aww. Well, this is nice.
She said she heard about the Azalea all the way in Atlanta.
You're a vampire.
Could you not use the word in my place of business?
Don't say that here.
For every 20 people he kills, he makes one small businessman's dreams come true. Louis de Pontelac, the Dark Prince of Iberville.
Well, when you put it like that.
A bird refusing flight.
I mean, if you can survive off of animals, then why is it so necessary that it has to be humans?
Otherwise, you'd be in a concert hall and there'd be fewer prostitutes.
Ouch.
This ain't your kind of music.
Oh, good.
To hear is genius.
All I hear is a man that's never gotten his dick wet.
And he's just gonna embarrass this dude, knock him down a few pegs. Jesus. Or maybe it's all chill. I don't trust it.
A minute later, there was nothing wrong with Jelly Roll's playing. Improv the melody for what would later become the Wolverine Blues.
Wait, whoa. Hold on there. You're saying Lestat wrote the Wolverine Blues? Yeah, you know, I gotta say, it's not so much the minute details, Louis, rather the total rewrite that's giving me pause here. I mean, 1970.
Total rewrite, huh?
He was a sow's ear out of which nothing fine could be made. A man made of dried twigs with a thin, carping voice.
No.
Dubai.
I had never allowed myself to feel emotionally close to anyone.
I do not consider myself abused.
I mean, usually
I
when you move too close to it,
I don't know about that.
abused still loves the abuser.
Are an admitted performance. This is the premise of our interview.
Okay.
Half a century later, allow me my odyssey.
I guess that's fair enough.
Now who's performing?
Yeah. Starting fresh. Oh. Didn't know you could do that either.
The frolicking
Yeah.
repeated itself every
Ew.
night for 2 weeks. My libido was not what it had been.
Okay, so it is a downgrade to feed on animals. Or maybe specifically just rats. Maybe if you get yourself like a tiger. They're endangered though. That's probably terrible. The deer? There's tons of them.
Oh, there are 2 beds upstairs. Or 1.
Do you want to find out?
No one goes upstairs, man.
Oh, see, I'm the same.
You just trying to make him jealous, or
I like soft
do you think he's into it?
I like men called daddy.
Oh.
Your blouse is soaked in champagne.
Oh no. Oh my.
Bad, Daddy.
Oh.
I was beginning to wonder about your man.
Okay, I sort of see the appeal now.
The animal market's still open.
It's kind of mean, but you know.
Aren't I enough? Don't laugh.
No, don't laugh. I mean,
You have some squirrel on your
No, don't.
We'll be together 10,000 nights. 100,000. What would pleasures of the kill?
It only works if you're both okay with it, though.
But by the fire for you.
We'll see how that goes.
I can smell her on you.
No.
So I can fuck whoever I want.
Of course. Of course.
Of course.
As long as you come home to me.
Tried to ensure Uncle Sam's money went into the right hands.
Ordinance
Of course.
4118.
Who signed the ordinance into law were some of my best clients. It was
Of course they were.
an affront to a Creole man who had outpaced his fair-skinned competitors. Lawyer said if they were owners, we could file a writ saying 4118 was, how'd he put it, Briggs?
Deprived us the use of our property without due process of law.
Kind of Russian Bolshevik scheme.
You diddled the
It's just a good loophole.
400 men over at Charity getting treatment for the clap.
I got pristine pussies walking my floor. Now I'm offended.
Maybe he's still sideways because I turned down his 15%.
What I say, Mr. Anderson? The war's coming knocking.
Let's see.
Cash me out.
Told Grace she wouldn't remember me.
Of course I remember.
Saw her this morning, getting the yacht ready for a birthday party.
No.
Oh, yeah, right. Twins. She got twin girls. Yeah. Paul.
We don't talk about Paul. That's okay.
Where you been?
Or Grace anymore.
Hotel work.
All the feelings are bad.
How long you here for?
Oh.
Couple nights.
Okay. Get the feeling he's gonna lose control and kill this guy.
Not much change here, I see.
Or Lestat will.
I bet you do. He's a living Louis.
There's nothing easy about my life, I tell you that.
Supply lines and shit.
Better than getting shot at for a country makes you use the side entrance.
True.
And most of why I signed up is I kept hearing something about something they call European sensibilities. Well, what's he like?
He's a lot.
Yeah. He's a lot.
But we kind of have this uniform.
Well, it's the moonlight.
Okay, yeah. Go for it. Again, I'm enjoying it, but I feel like it's gonna go super sideways somehow, and I don't really want that to happen. Right to business. I can respect that. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to control himself. He's been, just getting by on animals. Are you able to just kind of like use your own blood?
Yours?
Fine.
I was gonna go see Grace and the kids, keep up appearances. How about after?
Fine. Lock us in, would you?
It's very difficult for me to read Lestat sometimes. I'm like, what are you thinking? What are you doing?
Was it raining that night?
Yeah, I got someone.
I figured as much. No ring on your finger?
He doesn't even remember.
I don't remember now.
The Odyssey of Recollection.
It can become quite difficult after over 100 years have passed.
You're lingering, Rashid.
Apologies.
You're hovering. I need you to skedaddle.
What did he say when he met you again?
You're not welcome in this home.
I own this home. I didn't come here to see you. Louis. Came here to
They're
see
afraid of
Grace.
you.
Get
That's
the
why
girls.
you didn't get
Some
any
paper
advice.
dolls.
Oh, shit.
What did I tell you?
Whoops.
There he is. There he is.
Seriously, just kill her. I will glean so much satisfaction out of her dying. I know that's not right, but fuck it. Guess it was bound to happen sooner or later. What is going on up in here? Why do I get the feeling Louis is so mad right now? He's probably just gonna eat everyone here. He's like, you know what? I haven't had a person in a while. I'm just gonna have a feast. God damn it.
Get him out of here.
Well, now that I know you have a type, I thought you'd be pleased.
Let's start.
So he does seem a little pissed or jealous. Please shit. Oh. You know, you didn't have to do it like that if it's so much of a strain, man.
I knew you were there.
Yes.
You jealous?
Yes. I don't like sharing.
What about Antoinette?
Well, then, yeah.
I don't have feelings for her.
He did me some face and I drove him home.
Train a dog and run down an alleyway for 2 more rats! This is not a life!
That's because you took my life! I got nothing!
Ooh.
I lost everything! How am I supposed to get bodies in the
Things
door
are a
without
little
all this
hot.
Hey, you were given a courtesy and you ignored it. I tried to persuade the city council.
No, you didn't.
At best. This tedious Negro, still clinging to his Creole heritage like a life raft. We're all in this together, Mr. Dulas. I'll be happy to buy the property back from you.
No, yeah.
15 cents on the dollar.
Right back at that 15.
When your mother sees the devil in your eyes.
Hats, little grocery stores, nickels, dimes, quarters.
So it is about the money.
I mean, a little bit. He was thriving.
And in neglect, my thirst grew hotter. Temples throbbed, and finally, I could not stand it any longer.
What broken windows?
You fucker.
Struggling.
We have families and service members nearby. And it's for
Kill
their
him.
concern.
Just kill him.
Cats, dogs.
I mean, it was good knowing you, man. It's not really true, but, you know.
You're here to threaten me, I suppose.
No.
You think I have a vendetta against you? And the weird goings-on in your sodomite townhouse won't change the fact that you're a tiny man.
Your 2 daughters. And how fortunate it is that they're away in your winter home. It is fortunate. I'll let you reload.
You can give it another try. Oh.
You said I'm arrogant? Maybe I am arrogant.
Don't feel sympathy for him, but oh, holy shit! Oh my god! Hey, well, you were certainly asking for it at that point. Jesus.
I must confess I'm very proud of you, Louis. It goes against much of my teaching, but you managed to execute it with such aplomb.
I didn't do it
That
for
is
me.
kind of true.
I did it for my city, man.
Oh, yes, but you merely provided them the excuse. It's as I said, toss them into circumstance, they go for the throne.
And that's why you and me ain't ever gonna work.
Hmm.
That's why you're always gonna be alone. I ran
That
from the
cut deep. Damn.
ran to where the violence spread most wild, but I could save her.
Oh wait, is this supposed to be the little girl?
My Claudia.
Kirsten Dunst from the movie? I don't remember the character's name. Don't end it like that. Alright. I enjoyed that one a lot. Another very good episode. This show has really retained my interest in these first 3. It is very, very solid. Well, this episode delved even deeper into Louis' desire to not kill other people, which he ultimately fails at. You know, big surprise. We already knew as an audience that his last person he killed was supposedly in the year 2000. And very unfortunate for that man that he had been trying to feed on animals and, you know, really holding himself back for so long. Because he really did carve that man up. That was pretty brutal. Lestat's view of Louis continues to intrigue me. Because again, I see genuine love and companionship between the two. But there is still always this level of either manipulation or just simply not being on the same page. Like when Lestat said, you know, this should be our anniversary. You know, the day you accepted that you should kill humans. It just, again, showed that they are not thinking on the same wavelength here, and it's really causing some friction. Louis cannot come to terms with what he is, and Lestat cannot come to terms with the fact that he can't just flip a switch and change Louis into what he wants. I enjoyed how explicit all the homosexual relationships in this show are. There's so many times where it's always just implied or referred to, never explicitly seen or talked about. So it is very refreshing to see plenty of that in this show. It's also pretty interesting to see how they've integrated race into this story, because I know in the original movie, and I'm assuming in the book, it was a slightly different time period, and both of the main characters were white. So by introducing that level of conflict here with his club and everything, I found the whole situation to just have a little bit more depth to it, and it was handled rather well too. Nothing was really fumbled in this story, I don't think. I thought it was all rather well written stuff. Some of the effects in the episode were very good, and there were also some that were just slightly off in terms of like the animation of certain objects like blood or the door flying through the hallway and stuff. That didn't look, perfect. It just looked good. And there's nothing wrong with that. They also did do a decent amount of practical stuff with all the fire and the burning of that whole section of the town. As usual, all the other levels of production are also pretty on par. That's very good. The show looks and is adequately dressed up and designed. The acting was also very exceptional in this episode. I really liked, I don't know his name actually, Sam Reed. His kind of explosion at Louis, that admitting his jealousy and both pity and kind of disgust at how Louis is handling being a vampire. He's almost just disappointed in him. He displayed so many emotions in that like one sequence, it's hard to pinpoint exactly how he felt about it, which is one of the reasons I thought the performance was so good. I'm also very curious to see who that was he saved at the very end. If I recall, the little girl that Kirsten Dunst played in the original movie was saved, I think, from a fire. Maybe it was just some other situation, but I remember her being like grievously injured, and Lestat turns her and all this weird stuff happens. And that's only because I remember very vividly her death scene later in that movie, when her and the other woman, who I do not remember the name of either, was in like a well, or like a deep hole. Eventually the sun goes over them and they just poof, or well, they suffer quite dearly. As a child, it was really traumatic, so that's like the one scene from the original movie that I very clearly remember. The other stuff is just kind of, floating around. And that gives this episode a 6.5 out of 10. Sounds a little harsh, I know, but I'm just trying to be more objectively harsh on my reviews. I don't want anyone to think I'm, handing out good scores for no reason, because I did quite enjoy this episode. I do think it dipped in quality maybe just a tidbit from the first two. I'm still very interested, but I feel like we could have used the time here maybe just a little bit better. There were certain things that felt not unimportant, but maybe just dragged out a tiny bit in this one. And it was a little rude to cliffhanger me so hard there at the end, is all I'm saying. I'm very curious to see what's going to go on in the next one. Is this, the girl that they turn into a vampire that I'm thinking of? Or is this a completely different situation? What is going on? So I will see you all in that next one, and that's about it.